Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Oh, wow. We are here building our city. Let's see, last time, I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Last time I was complaining about something. We're not going to be we're not going to be ranting and raving about anything today. We're going to be building today. So let's get a bird's eye view so I can see this, at least this part of the town. So that over there is where we were. That's the bee farm, my storage area. We got our cathedral here and the rest of the town. So over here is where I was going to put in a theater, a bank, and a library. And I built those in Creative. And then I got to placing the schematics in here to see where they're all going to fit. Because my Creative's just a flat world. It's not this world. And it turns out that my builds are bigger than I thought. Just the theater takes up this area over here. And that doesn't include all of it. I'm missing part of it. So I'm going to have to actually redesign it to fit into this area. Because I've got like a ticket booth and a entrance for the employees or the actors to get to the stage. And that was outside of the building off to the side. So you'd have, ticket area and then you go into the main entrance. So I have to redo that because it ends up way over there someplace. So that's not good. So I'm going to have to actually take that building, move it over here. And then this is the main entrance and there'd be a road that goes through here. And then over here, I will do a library probably, but it's going to have to be a smaller one because the library I build is probably as big as this cathedral. So it would take up more than this whole area here. And the other way I could get it in here would be to cram it over into that area or expand, and I don't want to do that. I want to just keep this footprint that I have. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and redesign a new library. A smaller one, which will fit here. And then we'll decorate this area up with a little like seating park area over here. Maybe a little fountain area in the middle. So we'll have our theater and our library over here. And that should finish up at least the buildings on this part. And then all I've got to do from then on is I do need to do the hot springs since it is Hot Springs City. I'm going to have to actually decorate and kind of carve out the hot springs, which are inside the hill on the other side of this cathedral. So while I'm going to get started with the theater. I do like the way it came out. So I'm going to keep the theater, but it is this, you see where this whole area is, the theater's round. That's the entrance. You go in there, and then this is the circular round. You can see I'm going to have to expand this wall here, which is no problem because that's just trees and stuff. And then expand a little bit on the back side over there. And I think I should be fine over on that side. So I put these markers down, the redstone lamps. Those work pretty good for markers because you can actually keep lighting, because like this needs to be lit up, so I need to put in like some torches. And I find that if you use, a lot of times you'll use torches to mark the ends of your blocks or the outline of where you're going to build. But if you need the torches for light too, you can get confused after like which torch goes for what, what's the light, what's the marker. But if you use the little redstone torches, those remind me of the, like construction markers. We got the little stick with the orange top painted on it. That's what you can pretend those are. So just a little aside on that one. Just a free tip, a free building tip. So let's go through. So this is the entrance. So what we have here is a couple columns. Of stripped oak. And then it's going to go here. So we have like a long entranceway coming into the theater. And then there's this, I guess, mezzanine around it. So the theater is twofold. You've got an outer circle and then an inner circle, and in between there's this walkway for you to wait or hang out during intermission. So with the there, it's going to go like this. Like that, and then you have this. Is that right? No, like that. Yeah. There. Yeah, because I put the marker in the corner of each block. So then this is going to go out this way. So this really doesn't have to go out too far in this direction. That's good. I can leave it just like this, I think. Although I think I may do this. Just because I think it'll look better if it has the same, spruce all the way around. So let's get here. So this is going to be in the corner. This is going to be in the corner. And then let's take this here. Take all these out of here. So I think, yeah, so this would be like that. So we'll probably just need maybe like that. Yeah, something like that, I think. So I'm going to have to remember how that went around here, because this actually goes out like this. So I'm going to have to refer back to my schematic on this one. But that gives you a good idea of what this is going to look like here. Okay, quick peek at my schematic. And I've got the wall down. So I didn't have to extend it too far over the edge. And I don't think it looks bad hanging over like one block or so. And then I'll just fill this in. So even on the other side, if you look up, you're still just going to see these brick slabs there. So that, I think that's going to be nice. And then here is the inner wall. So we're going to have an inner wall going through here. Like this. So it kind of mirrors the outer wall. So inside of this inner circle is going to be where the stage and the seating are. So not silk touch. Let's do non-silk touch. So let's see. He's right there. So I picture you're going to walk into, once you get into the theaters, there'll be like a door here going in. You'll get in, you'll go in and get your seat. So you'll have your, I guess, a kind of staggered seating here, and then the stage maybe over on that side. And then this mezzanine area goes all the way around everything. I wonder what's going on here. So I got that there. Well, I wonder if this is one of those doors. I'll have to double check on that one. There. And I do need to get this correct because once I start doing the walls and do the roof, it's going to end up looking weird. Yeah, so this would be the in. So you go in here and then upstairs, and then you can go down into the seating. So that's the main. So you could go just in the main entrance and go in, and then there'll be this area all the way around here with just some seats so you can wait. And then I picture all this outer stuff is going to have a lot of glass on it because it's going to be very bright and open. And then the whole interior is going to be closed in, so it'll be dark for the theater so you can have your plays and stuff. So let's see if we can get this first wall started at least. So we're putting a dark oak here. And like I said, I want to put lots of windows in here, so we'll do windows. And then this is more glass, I think. And then I think this is planks. Or it's stripped. Oh, yeah, I think it may be stripped, actually. I tried to put little markers down here to tell me what is what. But, yeah, I think this one is stripped. So this would be stripped oak. And then we would have the planks like that. Glass. Some more oak. Like so. And I can just pick up all my markers. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, I think that's what I was going for right there. So I want a nice wide open. So we would do the same thing on this side. And well, this side looks a little, I got this side looking a little different. That's not right. Maybe they're not the same. I do know I did put these torches where the glass goes. So I know the glass goes here. I just need to figure out what this, I can't remember the pattern. So that's fine, that's fine. I have a feeling, oh, I know what I did. Oh, let me get some sleep out. Let me correct that in a minute. Hold on. Yeah, we need to get rid of this and rid of this. Because I've got one more dark oak there. And then the stripped logs here. And then that there. So that is, so then that's there, that's there. What goes here? Oh, another one of these? Oh, I think glass goes here. I'm doing this from memory. I keep flipping back and forth to my schematics. So. Yeah, that would be it right there. Not going to be able to get around this side, am I? I almost need to like pull this out. Oops, and maybe I wonder if I can do something like that. And then put some grass in there. So I can get some grass. I can get some grass in here because this all has to come down a layer. So. I mean, it doesn't really gain. You don't really gain much by being able to go back here, but it just looked a little weird having it blocked off like that. So I just want to finish out the bottom part of this wall. That's probably all we're going to do today. So we're just getting started on this. So a lot more planning was involved, and then I have a lot more. I've had to go back and look at my schematic a lot. I mean, I could just build it with the Lightmatica schematic up, but I don't enjoy that as much as. I mean, I'll do that for a time lapse. But for this, the schematic gets in the way. It just looks messy. Well, I did come up with a scheme for my torches, though. You might like this. This is. So I was trying to figure out what was a plank set. Yeah. So I have glass, oak planks, dark oak planks, and the stripped. So what I've done is, next to the block, if it's stripped, it just goes onto the grass block. If there is no torch by the block, it is glass. If the torch is on the side of the block, it is the oak. And if it's on the side of the block and there's an extra, that means it's dark oak. So that should help eliminate any of the confusion that I've been running into. It's like these are on the side, so it's oak. There is nothing on this one. So it's glass. And then this one here is stripped because there's one right there. And then we go back to like glass, dark because there's an extra one there. Got dark here. Since there was nothing here, that is glass. Something like that. And then like this has something on the side, so it's oak. And then we'll do the glass. So that helps. I was trying to figure a way to quickly, just jog my memory because it's pretty, I'm only using, 4 blocks? So it's a pretty easy thing to carry the blocks with you. But trying to remember exactly where they go because, and sometimes I get carried away. I've noticed when I'm building things in creative, I'll really use some blocks and then realize that there is no way I can get all those blocks I need. So I've had to go back and when I actually build the thing, use something else because it's just too resource intensive. So there. So this is a normal one. There we go. I need to get some moss and cover up those plants over there because get rid of that snow. There. Starting to look like a building. So the rest of this, so like this is going to go up 1, 2. Oops, no. Up. It's going to go up about that high, I believe. Yeah. And then we'd have. So I can just go through here and just replicate. It's going to be pretty straightforward on all these walls, except for... Actually, the sides are all glass, so that's good. Basically, over the door where we just came from, that's the only part that's going to be a little different. Dang it. Yes, I have a more intricate design over the doorway. And this here is going to be like a covered walkway going into it. But the thing's only going to be this tall, so like this is the very top of the building right here. And then the roof goes up from here, but it's not like really super steep or anything. Can I do I have, oh, I'm out of glass. Wow. So that should go all the way around this whole thing like that. And then we'll have everything like finished, at least finished up for this, this starter, getting started here. Because I just want to get the walls on. So let's, let me go get some more glass and we can finish up the rest of this. And that finishes that. So there, we got our shell of the outline. So this is the outer wall. So that is all done. So it should be nice, wide, open inside and airy. And then there will be an inner wall inside. And that's where everything else goes. And then this floor needs to come up, and it's going to have to be andesite. I'll probably do slabs because I don't want to have to go mining for andesite again. It's too often from now. So, and it looks like it's going to be one block down. So hopefully there's not too many big holes in here that I have to crawl around. And I don't know if I have to do in here. I'll have to check and see. I think I just need to do the andesite around this lobby area. But I'm going to end things for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. And come back and catch me in the next episode. Bye-bye.